Hello friends, good morning. I hope you are doing well, feeling good. I'm excited to spend the day together. Last night I was just spiraling in such a bad mood. I had to just get away from my phone. I feel like I was just consuming and just kind of spiraling. I don't know, everything I was looking at was just kind of putting me in a bad mood. So I highly encourage you, if you're having a bad day, to just kind of unplug. Well, I won't say I put everything away from my phone because I actually listen to music and podcasts and watch some YouTube videos. Like, I just wanted to kind of detox of stuff that wasn't inspiring me and make sure I was just consuming content that was inspiring me, because I was just getting in such a bad mood. So I just wanted to encourage you guys, if that happens to you, just put boundaries and put limits on yourself. And what also helped me was I just put my phone away for a bit and read, and I'm reading a really interesting book right now. So I'll share more about that later, but I'm feeling just so renewed this morning, and I'm glad I kind of took those steps last night to make sure that today I just have a better and more productive, and not even more productive, but just more balanced day, because yesterday I just felt like I was spending too much time staring at my phone. So just wanted to kind of put that out there and encourage you guys, if you kind of are feeling that way as well, to, you know, take some time to evaluate what is inspiring you and what's not inspiring you, and eliminate the stuff that is not inspiring you, because we do not need that in our lives. So anyways, today is going to be so fun. I have some plants to introduce you to, and I have this amazing brand that I'm working with today called Bloomscape, and they actually deliver beautiful, high quality, thriving plants. So I have 4 new plants to introduce you to, and then later we are going to bake this absolutely stunning masterpiece. I'm praying it turns out well, because I'm just so excited. I've been wanting to do it for a while. So it is garden focaccia, and look how beautiful. Here, I'll click on some. Isn't that so stunning? I love it. So we need to go over to the fridge and see. I know I have quite a bit of vegetables, but I might want to run to the grocery store to kind of grab some more, just so we can have a beautiful blossoming garden bread. So I can't wait to make that with you guys later, and we're just gonna make it a good day. So let's get it going. This is the outfit of the day. It is immensely cozy, and I am very content wearing it. So I have this velvet twisted headband, and it totally just makes me feel like I'm wearing a crown. I feel like a cozy princess today. And then I have this new flower graphic tee. I have another flower graphic tee that I just wear all the time, so I figured it'd be nice to switch it up and get another flower tee, because it just makes me happy, and I love to pair them with high-waisted jeans or just wear around the house. And then these amazing fuzzy pants actually came in a set, and it looks really cute together with the set, but I just wanted to wear my flower shirt today because, you know, that's just the theme of this vlog, is garden, flower, plants. It's just a growth-rooted day, so the flower tee was just very fitting. But these are so cozy and fuzzy. They're a little long on me, so when I go to the grocery store, I'll probably switch out of them for a second. And then I also have my fuzzy slippers. I can actually hear Brandon's in a meeting in the living room, so I'm gonna bring my plants in here and I'll introduce you to them now, and then we'll go into the kitchen and tally up what vegetables we need for our garden bread. Okay, hello, welcome to my tropical paradise. I am just surrounded by so many plants right now, and brings a smile to my face. So these are all from Bloomscape, and I am so excited to be partnering with them for today's video. They deliver these beautiful, thriving plants straight to your home, and these two, actually, it came in a set of 3. This is the Tough Stuff collection, and these plants are absolutely ideal if you don't necessarily have much experience with caring for plants, because they just thrive in indoor environment, and they are pretty low maintenance, hence the name Tough Stuff. They are just durable and adaptable, so I love them. And the biggest and most beautiful, well, no, I don't want to say most beautiful, because they're all beautiful in their own way, but we have our Monstera that is just absolutely stunning, has so much new growth. When it arrived at my home, Bloomscape packages the plants so securely and incredibly. That's something I was kind of wondering about because, you know, shipping a plant, it really has to be well done because you don't want to damage it and you want it to be able to remain healthy while it gets to its new home, but they do such a fabulous job. Their 100% recycled packaging holds the plant and pot securely in place, preventing any damage and decreasing soil spillage. But Bloomscape actually offers plants in all different shapes and sizes. So if you have a specific one on your dream plant wish list, definitely check out their site to see if they have it. Or if you already know kind of the space in your home where you would like to put a plant, but you're not sure which one fits best for you, they actually help you sort their collection of plants based on size, difficulty, light level, pet friendliness, and if it's an air cleaner. So they really help you pinpoint everything. And when you order your plant and when it arrives, they send a whole envelope with information. First of all, their branding is just absolutely beautiful. And each plant comes with its own kind of intro card and just gives you all the information you need to best care for this plant and kind of see what it offers to your home. And like I said, once they arrive, they are in tip-top condition. These plants are kept in a beautiful greenhouse by plant experts who truly have so much experience and know their stuff. And they also have their plant mom team on standby. So if you ever have any specific questions about your plant, you can contact them and they can give you all the advice you need. I just love how absolutely convenient Bloomscape is and how many options they offer. Your Bloomscape plants also arrive in their own pot. Ooh, this one's heavy. So you can actually pick which kind of pot you want as well. They have different color options and it makes it easy because sometimes it can be difficult to find a pot that fits your exact plant, but with Bloomscape, you just get it all at once. So super, super convenient. So if you would like to order a beautiful Bloomscape plant for yourself and your home, you can get $10 off of your first order when you click the link in my description. I really hope you guys love Bloomscape as much as I do. They truly are incredible and these plants are so healthy and thriving. And I'm just so thankful to have them as additions to my plant family. So I'm gonna go put these plants back in their little plant homes sprinkled throughout our apartment. For a while, I have just been keeping all of my plants kind of bundled up in our living room by the window because in the summer months, I try to keep the blinds closed in our bedroom just because it gets so hot, even with our AC running. So that's kind of what I do. But now we're approaching the autumn season. I spread out my plants again and it's just making me very happy that they all have their own little place and home within our home right now. So I'm gonna go put them back in their spot and then we'll go make our grocery list. So here's an overview of our apartment, just having all of my plants kind of spread out a bit more. I have them in their plant hangers, have a cactus over here, and then in the living room, hi B, he's working from home. We don't really have any over here, but I do have my basil plant in that windowsill, and then I have my birds of paradise over in this little nook, and then my monstera, and my fiddle leaf, fiddlebert. Okay, I pulled out all of the ingredients for our garden focaccia. So exciting. So I actually am going to run to the store, like I said, just to get a few more items. And so far I have some red onion, I have some tomatoes, and these are perfect because they are the colorful rainbow tomatoes. And then I just pulled out these spices because I'm pretty sure I will be using them to top it with. I have some active dry yeast, some flour, and then these mini bell peppers will be perfect to kind of look like the flowers since they're colorful. And when you slice the pepper, it kind of almost already has a flower-like shape, so that's perfect. And then I think I'm gonna spiralize this sweet potato. So we'll see how that goes. And I also have a green pepper and some fresh basil. So on my list for the store, I wrote down asparagus, and then the recipe also calls for bread flour, which you can substitute with regular flour, but it just is a little different texture. So if they have bread flour, I might get it, but I'm not gonna sweat about it. And then I'm also gonna get fresh rosemary and garlic cloves. So that's the plan. And if I see anything else that I think would be really beautiful for our garden, then I will grab that as well. All right, just got home from the grocery store. I bought a little bit more than I went for because I am hungry. I need a snack, and I should have had a snack before I went to the grocery store because I kind of ate with my eyes and just had to grab some things because my stomach was yearning for them. So I did get my asparagus. I got this beautiful bundle of organic asparagus that'll go on the bread, and I got some fresh rosemary for the bread. Oh, I absolutely love rosemary, and I think that'll taste fabulous on focaccia. And then I have a garlic clove because I forgot to get garlic at the grocery store this week because I went on Monday like to get our whole groceries for the whole week, and I didn't get any garlic. So we're gonna use that probably for the bread, but I also just like it for salad dressing and just cooking in general. So got that, and then I saw these fresh raspberries and they just make my mouth water. I haven't had raspberries in a while, and they were on sale, so I am just going to soak these for a little bit. And I also got these Siggi's mixed berries and acai yogurt. So this yogurt is so premium, it's delicious, such good quality, and I thought this flavor sounded really yummy. So my plan is after I clean my berries, I'm gonna top the yogurt with some fresh berries since it's berry flavored, and then sprinkle some cacao nibs on. And I think that'll be a nice little pre-lunch snack because I always get hungry around this time, like the time between breakfast and lunch. So I'm gonna make that. And then I also ended up getting some bread flour. So we're gonna be following the recipe to a T, except for the decorating and making the garden design. We're just gonna use our own creativity and just play around with it. All clean. The perfect little fuel before baking. So delicious. All right, let's do this. The first step is to combine our flour and our yeast and a little bit of honey and some water, and then we're gonna cover it in plastic wrap and then leave it in a warm place for 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna stick it by the window so it can rise. And of course, I'm going to link this recipe down below. I decided to do the tasty recipe, so hopefully it turns out okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then we will move on to the next step once it rises. I always love to see the before and after of before it rises, and then after. It's always super crazy to me. The recipe already, and we just started, so kind of a rough start. So I read the directions wrong, and I added all of the bread flour to 2.5 cups when it just said to add half of a cup. So I don't know if I should start over or if I should, I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna try to persevere and try to just move forward. The next step is to add the remaining bread flour and olive oil and all-purpose flour and water. So we're just gonna keep going. We'll try, and if it is really looking funky, then I'll just start over, but we'll see what happens. But I'm so bad at myself. I need to read more thoroughly, apparently. I prepped my vegetables for the toppings, and they look absolutely fabulous. I love how colorful they all are. Brennan really needed to get some anger out, I guess. Stop, be gentle with the bread. Knead it. He wanted to knead it, but he's being too aggressive. Okay, you're gonna need to add more flour because now it's all stuck to the bottom.
I don't know what I'm doing. Where?
To the bottom. Like you're gonna try to turn it over and yeah. Now it's all stuck. You were a little too violent. There you go. And then yeah, keep flipping it and turning it and knead it, not just punch it, okay?
Knead it.
You got it.
I gotta get all of this
Isn't it
off the
fun?
counter.
Exactly, yeah, you gotta clean that up. The recipe actually calls to knead the dough for 15 minutes, so I'm actually thankful he felt like helping me knead it because I'm like working up a sweat in here. All right, here is our beautiful dough. I think it's okay, hopefully, even though I messed up. So basically the next thing it says to do is to just let it sit for 1 to 2 hours. So I'm just gonna do the full 2 hours and it's supposed to double in size. So that'll be the real testament if it works or not. All right, the next step is to let it sit and rise in the bowl with olive oil. So we actually have to let it sit for 1 to 2 hours. So I'll probably just try to do the full 2 hours, and I'm kind of nervous. I probably should have gotten a bigger bowl because if it's gonna double in size, it is going to be overflowing out of this bowl. So that'll be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. I think I could just always transfer it if I must. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to do its thing, I'm gonna make some lunch. It's already 1 p.m. and we haven't really had any lunch, but that yogurt was perfect to tie us over. And we have some ripe avocados. So I think I'm either gonna make maybe a veggie sandwich that we could share, and then a side salad or some guacamole. I don't know. Which one sounds better to you, babe? Do you want a veggie sandwich with, like, maybe just share a veggie sandwich and then side salad, or guacamole? And
nachos?
There's no black beans, so.
Oh.
But we could have like nachos without black beans, I guess.
Whatever you say. Guacamole sounds good. Salad sounds good.
Okay, I'm just gonna make guacamole in a salad. Kind of random. I'm just not really in the mood to make guacamole, and it doesn't even sound that good to me. So we might have it for dinner, and I just want to do something really easy for lunch since that bread is, you know, been just a process, and I don't really want to make anything too fancy right now. So I'm checking to see what I have in the pantry. We don't really have. We have some soup, a can of soup, so we might have that. Or I do have some Daily Harvest meals that I might want to try. Let me see. There's this Harvest Bowl. That sounds really good. Or the tomato, wild rice, sweet potato, great northern bean, avocado. Okay, that sounds so good, and I can add some extra avocado on top. Friends, this is a process. So I just spread out the dough in my pan, and now I need to let it proof for 1 to 2 hours. So it just has a lot of different steps, which is fine. It's fun. I am still a little nervous that it didn't rise that much when it was sitting out over by the window. So fingers crossed, but we're just gonna keep chugging along and hope for the best. To proof, I'm gonna enjoy this nice glass of coffee and just work on my computer for a bit. So I'm gonna hang out at my desk, get some things done, and then finally we'll get to the fun part of the baking, decorating. Still sipping on my coffee and working away, but I wanted to share my glass straws because I get a lot of questions about them whenever I post about my iced coffee, because I typically use the glass straws because they're my favorite. And I just got ours from Amazon. I just got a 2-pack and I'll link them below. They're in my Amazon shop, so they'll be there. But the reason why I love glass straws is because you can see the whole straw. Well, obviously because it's clear glass, which is great because, you know, if you've had reusable straws in the past, lots of gunk can get stuck and it can be hard to see what is in there, especially if you use them for smoothies, which I use these all the time for smoothies, and you know, stuff can get stuck there even after washing it, even after putting it in the dishwasher. So I love the glass ones because these came with a little brush that fits nicely through there, but I also can just see if there's anything that didn't wash out completely. So shout out to the glass straws. Okay friends, the time has finally come. It's time to decorate. I have my beautiful veggie tray. I also have some parsley and oregano, and I'm gonna go get some sea salt as well. And I have no game plan whatsoever, but we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna put on some classical music. It's currently raining outside. Can't really see it, but it's kind of sunny and rainy, so it's a very cozy situation, and let's just go for it. It's raining so much and I'm so peaceful right now making this bread. My goodness. Okay, this is the finished product. I still haven't sprinkled my spices and my sea salt yet, but look at this. Wow, this was so fun. I highly suggest baking this. The true test will be how it tastes, but even just this activity of decorating and creating this gardenscape has been so fun. I still have lots of extra veggies, so I'm gonna use that for our salad that we'll have for dinner. Wow, I just love it. It's so colorful and happy. I'm really unsure of how it will taste though, because we just have some sweet potatoes, we have asparagus, we have basil, we just have a lot going on. So it'll be very interesting when we do our taste test, but I'll just kind of do a rundown of everything I used and where so you can get all the details. But we have our cherry tomatoes, some shredded sweet potato, we have rosemary, some basil for my little basil plant, red onion. Red onion is definitely a great option for that pop of purple. We have our mini bell peppers, some more tomatoes, bell peppers, onion. Oh, I sprinkled garlic, fresh garlic all around. So we have that. And yeah, that's all we use. And these are also sweet potatoes. So they kind of look like petals, which is super fun. All right, I have the oven preheating to 400 degrees and I'm gonna add my spices right now. I think I'm gonna do a little vacuum of our living room after this. I just wanted to be nice and comfortable so I didn't feel rushed while making my garden. So that's why I'm doing it in the living room at my coffee table. I just love to sit crisscross applesauce. It's the most comfortable position for me. Okay, let's put a little oregano. I actually don't think I'm gonna do parsley, and I'm really not gonna do that much oregano because there already is so much going on. Bread is baking. It's like a tongue twister. Beautiful bread baking. Say that 10 times fast. I wanted to share the book I'm reading. It is called 12 Ways Your Phone is Changing You. And lots of this, well, I'm not even halfway through, so I still have a long way to go, but a majority of it I have like heard before. Of course our phones are changing us. I mean, we spend so much time on them. We have so much access to information, and this can come with a lot of pros and cons, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree with. And personally, I've just been trying to be much more intentional on just making sure that I'm creating a healthy balance and relationship with my phone and with social media and with, you know, media in general and consuming news and information, because throughout like this year and quarantine and everything, it's just been hard to kind of pull away. I felt myself just being kind of more addicted to my phone and information in general. So I've just been making it more of a priority to make sure I'm balancing my free time and using it and filling it with things that bring me joy, like baking or, you know, doing stuff with my hands where I'm not staring at the computer screen and where I can just kind of get re-inspired. So I have really been enjoying this book, and I don't agree with like every single thing per se, but it is written from a Christian perspective and it's faith-based, and you know how we can use the technology of today to better share the gospel, but we also need to make sure that we create a healthy relationship with the current technologies ourselves. So I've really been enjoying that. Let me see if I can find any good quotes. Oh, here's an interesting statistic. He says, behavioral scientists and psychologists offer statistical proof in study after study. The more addicted you become to your phone, the more prone you are to depression and anxiety, and the less able you are to concentrate at work and sleep at night. Digital distractions are no game because we are all so interconnected. Hundreds of people, friends, family members, and strangers can interrupt us at any moment. And when we're bored, with the flick of a thumb, we can skim an endless list of amusements and oddities online. And how true is that? I mean, I just catch myself all the time in any spare moment just reaching for my phone to consume some kind of entertainment. And again, I love social media. I love technology. I think it is incredible. I love YouTube. I love Instagram. I love watching videos. I love being inspired. I love Pinterest, and I truly benefit so much from it. Like, for instance, I would never know to make this garden focaccia bread if I didn't see it on TikTok, you know? So there's so many pros, but it's all about creating that balance and making sure you are consuming, what you are consuming is productive and enhancing your life. So I just really wanted to share that in case you kind of are feeling like you need to kind of be inspired to create a healthier relationship with your phone. And I'm reading a lot more books like this. Well, I haven't read them yet, but I ordered some from the library that just kind of talk about creating more of a balanced and peaceful and slow-paced life, if that makes sense, because I feel like in our culture today, we all just want to be busy, 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 and I'm definitely guilty of it. And like, I love being productive and I love encouraging people to be productive, but reading a book, baking something, doing things you love with your hands is productive. And so I'm just kind of working on redefining that, and I'll definitely share more as I continue this self-growth journey. But I wanted to share that in case you're looking for a good library book or something, but I still have to finish it myself. So once I finish it, I'll give you my full thoughts. But so far, so good. Reached the halfway point and it is looking really yummy. It definitely rose a bit and it's firming up quite a bit, and I wanted to get a little crazy and sprinkle some Parmesan on the top because I feel like that would be super yummy, and sprinkling it now will provide a little meltiness. So the directions say to rotate the pan and bake it for another 10 minutes or 7 minutes. I'll have to double check, but we're getting there. Just got an exciting package from the library. It's always fun because I order these books online and the library delivers them to my front door for free, which is amazing. And I don't know they don't give you a notification when they're gonna arrive and which one is going to arrive, so it's always kind of like a fun surprise. Ooh, The Woman in the Window. This is kind of more, it's a novel, but I think it's more of a thriller. It's definitely a page turner, apparently. I'm just hoping it won't scare me. Oh my, Stephen King left a review. Isn't he like a horror author? Oh my, didn't he write The Shining? Oh my, I'm scared. But I also love a page turner book. So we'll see how it goes. If it's leaving me kind of anxious and frightened, I'll just return it. Easy as that. It's starting to smell so good. I really smell the rosemary. Do you smell the rosemary, Bee? Your nose is broken. Maybe because I'm like 5 feet closer, I can smell it more. All right, let's take this baby out of the oven. It smells so good. Ugh, it's always so hot. Ugh. Oh, my face is burning. Okay. Oh, she's pretty. So the thing is, I don't know if I should cook it longer because it said, so it is getting a little golden brown over here, but you know, it's really not that golden brown over here. So I'm actually gonna pop it in for a couple more minutes, but after that, I'm just gonna eat it because I'm getting hungry. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I'm cutting a piece right now for a taste test and my mouth is watering. All right, time for the taste test. By the way it smells, I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty tasty. Want a bite? It's good. It's really good. It's not super flavorful, honestly. Even with all the vegetables, it's very just, it tastes like focaccia. I could use like, the focaccia I've had is just, oh, you know what I need to do? I need to make a dipping sauce with olive oil, garlic, salt, maybe some black pepper, so we can dip the focaccia in that. Because it kind of just needs a bit more salt and pepper and olive oil, if that makes sense. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. I see what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Maybe like more herbs or something too. Like
yeah.
It usually is like heavy on herbs, like focaccia.
Yeah, I feel like it usually has a ton of oregano, but I don't know if they usually put that in the dough, or the recipe I followed didn't even call for oregano, so I think just like what we're used to.
Yeah, it's good though.
It's really good. Hopefully it's good because we have a lot. We have a whole platter. We need to have a focaccia dinner party. Holy carbs, yeah. So good though. So beautiful, so good. We're eating a piece of art. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here though. Brandon and I are just gonna have a relaxing night, spend some quality time together, probably watch a movie or show while we eat dinner, and I can't wait to take a shower, take my makeup off. I'm having a breakout on my skin, so I need to wash my face, wash those all away. I wish it worked like that. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video and spending time with me today. I hope you guys are doing well, and I cannot wait to see you super soon. Bye.